Welcome back to Maximum Courage. This is episode 24, The Courage to Engineer Your Environment. It is so easy to stay comfortable in our current environment, even when we know there are better things we can do and have. Why do we tend to stay in uncomfortable situations and are slow to adapt? Today I'm going to go over change and how you can start to engineer your ideal environment. In my previous episodes, I mentioned this place called Someday Isle. It's so comfy there, and even if it's not, it's just not painful enough to build a boat and leave. I want to give some tips and offer some ways we can escape this kind of thinking and figure out something new. I want to share two quotes about change to set the tone for what you can do to make those adjustments. Bacon said, quote, "He that will not apply new remedies must expect new evils," end quote. And this is from Carlyle. Quote, "Today is not yesterday. We ourselves change. How then can our works and thoughts, if they are always to be the fittest, continue always the same? Change indeed is painful, yet ever needful, and if memory have its forces and worth, so also has hope," end quote. That is the essence of why we need to engineer our new environment. It's because if we don't, then we are subject to the evils around us, as they are competing for our time and our attention. So I want you to get out your note app on your phone or a good old-fashioned pen and paper and start to think about your current environment. Think about your social environment online. What kind of people are you associating with? Think about the friends you have. Are they a good force or a bad force? What online communities are you participating in? Remember, even if you're not commenting or interacting by liking, if you are viewing the content, you are still a part of that circle. Remember this quote by Jim Rohn: "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," end quote. So write out who you're spending your time with. Start with the 5 people or the accounts, online and then offline. Are they helping you or are they having a negative influence? This does take courage to do. You must be willing to change who you associate with, since many of them probably are as stuck as you are and want to keep you stuck on their level. Next, analyze your physical environment. Are you spending too much time indoors, connected to technology? Are you spending too much time in front of that screen? Maybe it's time to put it away for a bit and just meditate and think about your priorities. It's recommended to get out into nature. It can be a short walk in the park or a mindful walk in your neighborhood, focusing on the natural beauty of the environment. Study nature. Remember, animals aren't usually out of balance like us. They follow laws. They are always working on an objective. What can you learn from the beautiful environment around you? Next, evaluate your spiritual environment. Even if you don't believe in God, there are laws that govern the universe, like gravity. They are there, they exist, and don't change. I believe it is important to have some sort of connection to a higher power, whether it's God, Spirit, Allah, the universe, universal law, etc. Life is already challenging as it is. We could use all the help we can get. If there is a higher power, then it's always better to believe in it than not. Next, take a look at your emotional environment. You must be courageous and evaluate how you react to situations and how you behave around others. This can be tricky for a lot of people, but when you become aware of how your actions and moods can affect others and how theirs affect yours, it's easy to see that there might be some adjustments that need to be made. You might need to create a new friend group entirely, or if it's your family, you must strategically distance yourself from their negativity. In a poem I posted, I said to slow down and write how you feel. This is an important exercise as well. Take full stock of these different areas of your life. Start making those small adjustments one at a time. If you try to change everything all at once, you can easily fall back into old, unproductive habits, and it can just get overwhelming. Remember, the small wins. You've got this. You have to start with those small things. Take that small stock of yourself. Just think about your activity for an entire day. If you want to try this exercise, you could try this as well. Make a time log and just write down all the different things you're doing within that day and how much time you're spending with with each item, and this will really help you get an idea of what you prioritize and what's important in your life. And remember, you have the ability to change and to maximize your courage. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great day, a great evening, afternoon, whenever you're listening. And please feel free to check me out. And remember, I've got a poetry collection. You can check that out on my bio as well. And don't forget to comment and subscribe and let me know what you'd like to hear next. Thank you so much.